I want to thank you all so very much, not only the board and the selection committee, but all the people that are here to honor the inductees. It's really truly a wonderful occasion, and I'm very honored to be a recipient of the award. I want to thank my nominators and supporters, one of which was my son Tim, who's here with me, and the other is his brother Greg, who was not able to attend. But my nominators are here, Linda Anderson and Mary Curry, and a couple more supporters, Pat Boyd and Michael Pangburn. So thank you for coming. I believe I represent South Dakota artists of all disciplines with this recognition. We're so fortunate in our state to have so many talented artists, a number that's growing every year. This wouldn't be the case if we didn't have the spaces to show their work. Artists are an important part of what I call livable cities, a part of economic development. They are part of what keeps people in communities and a part of what invites them into our state. Over the years, I've talked to people who decided to turn down job offers in South Dakota because the arts climate did not meet their needs or expectations. This is changing, I'm happy to say, but as you know, change doesn't happen quickly. But it's happening across our state in communities of all sizes, from Sioux Falls to Belle Fourche. And of course, I have to mention my place of residence, Rapid City. Making cities livable means growth and acknowledgement that as civilized people, we need more than food and shelter. We need opportunities to create, to imagine, and to contemplate. That's what the arts do for us. Presenting the creation of artists takes commitment and work on the part of what I call the enablers. It's a different use of that word than from what we often hear. But those enablers are board members, the hundreds of volunteers, staff people, donors, ticket buyers across the state from the east where I grew up to the west where I've lived since 1956. It also takes money. And I know some of you have wondered if I would mention that word. Well, I am, because that's what it takes. I call it a public-private partnership that supports the arts. And I firmly believe that the public part should be local, state, and federal. At present in South Dakota, we have all three at varying levels. Of course, we all know about the private part. That's you and me, as donors, as sponsors, as ticket buyers, fundraising attendees. People used to ask me when I was executive director of the Doll Art Center in Rapid City how we raised our money. My response was often, we do anything that's legal. Without the money, arts programs and events would not happen. Sometimes people forget that artists, like the rest of us, must be paid for their work. Their financial needs are the same as yours and mine. For my part, I'm not an artist. I'm one of those enablers. My role has been and continues to be someone on the sidelines that secures the visual artist or the performing arts group, creates and signs the contracts, finds the space, markets the event and sells the ticket, and then cleans up afterwards and pays the bills. I do hope that you all attend and enjoy these various arts events. In conclusion, I want to say that in the past few decades, the arts have come to a recognizable place in the United States and in South Dakota. And I'm so thankful to the South Dakota Hall of Fame for recognizing their importance and their rightful place at the table. I thank you all for this recognition.